The first three foci of the data analysis framework have helped us delve into student performance by subject, subgroup, and over time. The fourth focus goes beyond overall performance, asking us to look at what are our strengths in teaching and learning. From this focus, we want to hone in on, first, how do our students perform by strand? Second, what are the trends in student performance over time? Third, how does our performance by strand compare to similar districts? Fourth, how does our performance by strand compare to the state? And lastly, how do our subgroups perform by strand? What are the trends over time? To answer these questions, we're going to look at data broken down by strand, which you can view using the radar chart in Quick Looks. We're going to look at a radar chart which will show Little Rock District's performance broken down by strand compared to the state averages broken down by strand. From the Quick Looks homepage, scroll down and click on District Strand Scores. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to look at the 2010 End of Course Algebra 8th grade for the Little Rock School District. On the radar chart, you see that Little Rock scores are in blue and Arkansas scores are in red. The maroon area is where the scores overlap. Notice on the first chart that you don't see any blue. This means that in 2010, the state has outperformed the Little Rock School District on every strand. It is also important to note the shape of the image in the strand. You see what looks like a star due to the fact that the open response strand scores, designated by OR around the perimeter, are significantly lower than the multiple choice strand scores, designated by MC around the perimeter. If we scroll to the bottom of the page to view the same chart for non-proficient students, we notice that although both the state and the district show less than optimal performance for most strands, especially in the open response strands, as evidenced by the proximity of the strand data to the center of the chart, the district is closer to performing at the state level on all strands except for language of algebra multiple choice and data interpretation open response and multiple choice. In addition, the Little Rock District has just surpassed the state averages in nonlinear functions open response, as evidenced by the fact that we can see the blue shading beyond the maroon. Now open Handout 10.1 as well as the Quick Looks website in a new browser window. You may also find it helpful to reference Handout 5.1 for reminders of how to navigate the Quick Looks site. Follow the directions provided in Handout 10.1, choosing your district and a course that is relevant to your work. The first two pages of Handout 10.1 contain instructions for how to import an image from the Quick Looks website, and examples of how to make corresponding data statements and summaries, information which you will use to complete Handout 10.1. Query data for different grade levels and subject areas available in the drop-down menu so that you will have sufficient data from which to draw conclusions about teaching and learning. As you look at the charts for your district, look for areas for improvement, areas you are doing well, and anything that is unexpected. Think about additional data that might be necessary to determine possible causes for any unexpected changes. Now, pause this presentation and complete Handout 10.1. When you are finished, save and print your work and return to this presentation window, where you will be guided to continue on to Lesson 11. Congratulations! You have now completed Lesson 10. You are ready to begin Lesson 11, Data Analysis Major Focus 5.